Yeah,
this
absolutely.
year.
Actually, not only did you answer that question perfectly, but you also set up my next question perfectly. Have you set any goals for this year's class, or do you have things in mind that you'd like to accomplish, or bits of wisdom that you'd like to drive home for the next class? I feel like you do.
Yeah, I
But
definitely do. It's I kind of want to make this year a call to action.
okay.
I want to make sure that at the end of the 2026 class, like December 15th or something like that, I want to be able to ask each person, like, hey, so what are you doing now? Right? What's next? That's something that I had a really hard time answering when one of my class members asked me, because they were like, hey, and I want to say that they had asked me the following year. So it was like around January. And it was kind of starting to get ALC withdrawals after a while. It kind of became the thing that I was really looking forward to. Like our class days were really important to me. At the time, I was doing quite a bit of traveling. So every time I came back into Dallas, I was making all of my travel around, hey, we got ALC class day. Hey, we're teams meeting. Hey, we're going to have a happy hour. Hey, we're going to have this program day. Hey, we're working on Wednesday, and then we're going to work on Saturday. So that when it was over, because we finished our project right on time, it kind of hurt for a little bit, and
Yeah.
it took me a little bit to find what that next step was going to be, what I wanted to do next. So the takeaway that I have that personally I kind of want to do is find out how each of the class participants, those who are selected, what is it that you want to do next? Whether that's something that's an immediate kind of point of engagement for you, or it ends up being something that, hey, this is kind of what I want to do in like 5 years. I want to help them outline what that is, because can you imagine what it would be like if you had, 30 young, talented, right at the beginning of their prime individuals coming out of a program that they just had. I always call ALC like the Cliff Notes for Dallas, for a transplant like myself. Can you imagine what they were able to accomplish once they've been given all of this fantastic information? They have probably the best perspective of what the class, of how Dallas functions. To me, capturing and bottling that energy and directing it is probably the best thing that could probably be the best takeaway I could leave the class with. So that's kind of my thing. Still kind of crafting a little bit in my mind. Really going to lean on Jill in conversations with her, kind of in a lot of ways the same way I had those same conversations with Cullen. Jill Ibison Vessels, who's going to be this year's vice chair. So we have a lot of powwows that we're going to do, and Sean's my guy. So Sean Daly has been just a valuable resource over all these years. He's phenomenal. He gives so much to the program, but being able to kind of chat with them and figure out, and getting Jennifer in the mix, and just kind of talking through what can we do to continue to make the project or the program better. And then once I'm gone, Jill would do the same, and someone else after that. So the hope is that we're continuing to do something for the program. But that's the one little thing that I kind of want to leave impart on the class.